Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers at the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. Yes, we are all about saving lives here at the Jamaica Young Police channel, and the reason why we support preemptive strike because it is a policy that saves lives, because we're all about saving lives over here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. Yes, you know, life is precious. You only get one life, so that's the reason why we're all about saving lives here at the Jamaica Young Police channel. You know, so that is one of our philosophy and motto over here, you know, you understand. But before we begin this video today, we want the criminal supporters, enablers, sympathizers, financiers and beneficiaries to know that we do not want them over here. Yeah, please go elsewhere, man. We do not want your views, comments or support, because we hate criminals with a passion, and we do not negotiate with terrorists or want them in our midst. Please go elsewhere. You are not welcome. So you must understand, if somebody is telling you that they do not want you in their midst, why are you coming? The honest person will know do such thing, you know. It's people like Beanie Man, you see him Beanie Man, and him still a come around here and him think that we don't want you guys over here. Yeah, period. We don't care about you, from your criminal supporter, anything to do with criminals. Don't come over here. We don't want you here, because we don't negotiate with criminals. We're a group of law-abiding citizens, and we do believe that criminals must live in fear of losing their lives and not the law-abiding citizens. That's our motto over here. So don't come over here and we don't want to hear what about and this and that. We don't into that madness. Alright, so today, yes, you know, we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we don't know if the Jamaican police, the detective, if they're following up with these guys that making all these videos. Because this guy, Chronic Law, since the killing of one of his friends, one of the men who was supposed to kill, you know, one of our most fearless detective, Isaiah Leng, that man and two other men were killed. You know, he was a Vibes Cartel top shotter. A man goes by the name of Mad Dog, and you know, we have done a video about him on May 6th. And we at the Jamaica Young Police channel, we released the video about one of, you know, yes, Vibes Cartel top shotter. And this man is aligned with Popcorn and Chronic Law. So, you know that he was killed 9 days after the video. And based on information received, his killing is friendly killing. His friends had lured him there and they killed him. And they took away his phone and everything. I don't know if because they want to hide evidence to show the link between themselves and Mad Dog, that is Popcorn and Chronic Law. And if you're listening to Chronic Law, that video that I had shown earlier, and if you listen to the words, I cannot play the words because it's more or less going to be copyright, because you know they are artists. But if you listen to the words in the audio, you will hear Chronic Law boasting about he buy an AK-47 rifle. You understand? But you know that this man is playing a major role in the crime in the parish of St. Thomas. This artist and Popcorn, both of them, they have bought over 20 something rifles. And even with the beryllium robbery the other day, they played a role in it. All you have to do, there's a song that Chronic Law had done, and I'll put it in the description box, because it seems like these Jamaican police are not savvy as we were as detectives, because all the hints are there in Chronic Law's song before the robbery, in which he had forecast that that's what they were going to do, and it's all involving men from Rockfort. It's in the song. He had done it in the song before the robbery in Albion. So, you know, so you know the video release about one of Vibes Cartel's top shotter and Itty, a hitman from Waltham named Mad Dog, them call him Damien. His photograph is right up there. Yes, and you know, my dog, who was given instruction to kill one of Jamaica's most fearless and famous detective, Isaiah Leng, the man who was responsible for giving Jamaica and the world sting, the greatest one night show on earth, you know, every Boxing Day, the show, you know, which is kept every year on December 26th. Greed is a collection of hate, grudge, impatience, disrespect, envy, covetous, and jealousy. When you start separating yourself from the above, then life becomes what it's supposed to be. Vybz Kartel told Mad Dog and 2 other men from Waltham to kill one of Jamaica's most feared crime fighter, Isaiah Leng. And guess what? Who was in the meeting? Popcorn and Chronic Law from St. Thomas. The men knew where the crime fighter lived and his family. The men had been stalking him for a while, but had aborted the mission due to a disagreement over some small issues, as they wanted the job to be done when the entertainers were not in the country. Yes, Popcorn and Chronic Law wanted the job done when they were off the island, so that no one could or would suspect their involvement in the killing of this patriotic Jamaican. You know, so you know, that's how criminals operate. So it seems like what these entertainers have done is that they think that by killing Mad Dog, they are covering up their tracks, you know, of wanting to kill Isaiah Leng. And there goes, you know, the Lucifer in the flesh, whether black or bleach. And you know that he has been carrying this vendetta against Isaiah Leng from the time when the police raided Quad, when he was keeping his show on Boxing Night. So, you know, Vybz Kartel had told Mad Dog and 2 other men from Walton to kill one of Jamaica's most feared crime fighters, Isaiah Leng. And guess who was in the meeting? Popcorn and Chronic Law from St. Thomas. The men knew where the crime fighter lived and his family. The men had been stalking him for a while, but had aborted the mission due to a disagreement over some small issues, as they wanted the job to be done when the entertainers were not in the country. Yes, Popcorn and Chronic Law wanted the job done when they were off the island, so that no one could or would suspect their involvement in the killing of this patriot Jamaican. And so that's how criminals operate, you know. There are 2 main issues why Vybz Kartel wanted to get even with Isaiah Leng. And for what? There's no reason you can't get even with Isaiah Leng. And I've been fighting crime before you even born and keeping sting before you even born. But you know, that's how this little bleach out Lucifer in the flesh feels like, you know, egoistic. And because he has been getting away with so many things, he think that he can step it up now by going after a man like Isaiah Leng. So, you know, so there are 2 main issues why Kartel wanted to get even with Isaiah Leng. He blamed him for losing his firearm license and for sending his police friends to lock down his party at Quad on Boxing Night on December 26, 2010. And he is still bitter. So all the information has been coming from their close circle. So more or less now, they, after doing their calculation, they feel the easiest way was to lure Mad Dog and use, you know, one of their shutters to kill them. Use their shutters to kill them, to keep him silent, because, you know, they have been trying to get him to St. Thomas, but for some reason he was not, or did not want, or did not, you know, went over there, did not go out to St. Thomas. So that's why they had to, you know, they did what they did in St. James. So an informant who was close to the men contacted the Jamaica Young Police Channel and reported the plot against a former lawman's life. And we are happy that Isaiah Leng and his family are doing fine. On Saturday, May 13, 2013, you know, a triple killing came hours after National Security Minister Dr. Orius Chang led a tour of the violence in communities in Hanover and St. James. The police are investigating the shooting deaths of 3 unidentified men in the neighborhood of Mount Zion in St. James on Saturday night. The incident on the Mount Zion main road at about 10:30 p.m. Motorists reportedly stumbled upon the body along section of the roadway and summoned the police. The body team found the victim bodies with gunshot wounds. So the reason why they place their body on the road is to send a message, to people within their organization. You say if you chat about anything, at this way happens to you, we'll just kill you and throw you up on the road. The killing of Mad Dog and the other 2 men is to send a message to the others in the criminal world. If you talk and leak anything, this will happen to you. Either keep it his mouth, keep it his life. So anybody where you did tell, you understand, because we know, so we not tell nobody, and we alone know about this plan. And we trust you, that's why you in the habit, we not even the other 2 men them know yet. You understand? And you alone and Chronic Law and one of the police went up there. You understand? So the police investigators had received information that the 3 identified men whose bullet-riddled body were discovered Saturday night by residents in the middle of the road here were lured to the area and killed by individuals they went to meet. So these are people that they think that they are friendly to them. So that's why they went. So apparently now, okay. So these were the men who were supposed to kill Isaiah Leng. Because it's all 3 of them. So they kill them. So these are the men who were supposed to kill Isaiah Leng, and they make sure that they kill them before the police could reach them to interrogate or get any information from them. What a wicked boy them. Well, I say again, there's no honest criminals. When you join a criminal organization, you must understand that there's no loyalty involved in it. So I don't know why a man wants to become criminal. According to the officer in charge of operation at St. James Division, Superintendent Aaron Samuels, preliminary evidence suggests that the men were gunned down where the bodies were found. The evidence suggests that the men were shot there, he told the Jamaica Observer. We still have not identified the bodies, Superintendent Samuel said Sunday afternoon. The police were reportedly summoned to the murder scene in Mount Zion, St. James community at about 9:30 p.m. Saturday, after a passerby stumbled upon the 3 bodies in the middle of the section of the main road. One of the men was clad in green shorts and had a lower haircut, while the 2 others were wearing jeans, shorts, sported cornrow hairstyles. The police are asking anyone missing family members to come forward to determine if they fit the identity of any of the 3. The death of the 3 men pushed the murder tally in the parish to 64 since the start of the year. Hours before the triple murder, Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang toured a section of the Opal Hanover and Mount Salem St. James, which saw a spike in murders during the week. Mount Salem was one of 2 St. James communities rocked by double murder last week. 3 people were also killed in Canaan section of the parish in 2 different attacks. During Mount Salem leg of Saturday's tour, Dr. Chang, who was accompanied by the police led by Area 1 Commander, Assistant Commissioner of Police Clifford Chambers, said the recent deadly shootings in Mount Salem community was carried out by individuals who are remaining members of gangs that operated in that community before the declaration of the Zone of Special Operations in 2017. According to the Security Minister, while the significant gangs have been contained, there are still players in the lottery scam who have a lot of funds at their disposal and are financing the purchase of guns, which are the weapons of choice in most murders. In Mount Salem area, we don't even have an identifiable big gang. It's more community based and family related. Everybody know everybody, but the increased activity in scamming has generated lots of financing, and of course there are still guns available and people are willing to use them. Dr. Chang told members of the media Saturday after touring Crawford Street and the main road in Mount Salem with members of the security force. So, giving you some context, I said last week 3 people were killed, including 2 women were shot dead in 2 separate attacks in Oakville and over. So how is that? Well, you know what, I'm not even going to question that, because our women have been playing a key role in crime in Jamaica, yes, for a long time. So we remember back then when a woman, was killed, a woman killed by gunmen, a lot of people would be sympathetic to the woman, being killed, but based on the track record of these women and their involvement in crime, people are not that sympathetic anymore to them, because these women are big players in crime, especially in the killing of others in the communities, in and around the communities. So, when we read that 2 women were killed, we might want to offer condolences, but we don't want to offer condolences to the wrong family, because some of these women, they are criminals, enablers, benefactors, supporters. So if they are criminal benefactors or of people that they are cuddling involved in crime, we're not going to offer any condolences to them, because we say, hey, happy riddance, you sleep with dog, you must get flea, and flea go and bite you and kill you. So we don't support those kind of people. And we know how the crime is in Jamaica now. You can't catch Walker, you catch him shot, so that is what is happening. But remember, we remember when we were growing up, gunmen never used to mess with the women, children, nurses, firefighters, and all those people. But these gunmen, they are not even gunmen, they are just walkers who just thirsty for blood and killing people. I don't know what kind of joy somebody get from killing another human being. If you're not defending your life, what you get? To talk about it, you're not God. And when your time comes for you to die, you're always shitting up yourself. Oh man, I'm telling you. So, moving on. Anthony Murray, Jamaica Labour Party councillor for the Rosal Division, says the killing of the 3 men in his division is of concern because they do not appear to be from the area. So we don't know where this violent crime is coming from. He said, adding, this one is shocking to me because we are not accustomed to that. Recently, a total of 11 persons have been murdered throughout the parish of St. Jane over the past 7 days, including 2 double murders in the Canaan district and Mount Salem. The killing came hours after National Security Minister Dr. Maurice Chan led a tour of violence in communities in Hanover and St. James. Dancehall artist Mad Dog 6 is one of the 3 men found dead in Mount Zion. Mad Dog 6 is a member of the famous Six Clan, is the latest member of the dancehall industry to become a victim of gun violence. The emerging talent was one of 3 men whose bullet-riddled bodies were found by the police a few days ago in Mount Zion, St. James. The DJ, who hails from Montego Bay, is best known for Temper Problem, featuring 6 Boss Squash. That's a big fat brother with like a frog. Them call, Sir P call him Teletubby. Yeah, Squash look like a frog, and them big and bleach out, and like them big frog where, swell up. You just throw salt upon the frog and him just swell up just so him look. And him short and tuku and bleach out. And he might try to bleach and beat cartel out of bleaching, but I don't think it's going to work, You understand? So the DJ, who hails from Montego Bay, is best known for Temper Problem, featuring 6 Boss Squash and efforts with Chronic Law, Shagstar and Daddy One. So yeah, Chronic Law now is the guy from St. Thomas that used to bat that all years around. Mad Dog all years round Chronic Law and Popcorn. And him zaman him left him strap, you know. So them kill him, took away his phone and wallet and everything, all in my identification card. So they wanted the phones from these men because they don't want any trace back to Popcorn and Chronic Law and Vybz Kartel. But to date, you know, the only person who haven't said anything, you know, about the killing is Vybz Kartel. Because remember, you know, Vybz Kartel and Shabdan are friends. And Vybz Kartel and Popcorn is friend. Shabdan and Squash and Chronic Law, they are at war. And Vybz Kartel is in the middle. So yeah, I don't understand how this criminal thing work. Because when you're a criminal, remember, you know, there's no honesty in a criminal, you know. So I don't know how somebody chose that career. But them just love it. Because them just love the adrenaline, fear, in a fear and avoid blood pressure and all them things. Because a criminal life cannot be a nice life. You understand? So words now go over. Can explain no this. Unpredictable world make me feel. If I ever me get styling from jailhouse days, you push me music round the wall of Jamaica, help me spread my wings in the road, Chronic Law wrote. The law boss concluded it and him cuss up a whole heap of dirty bad word. Up, you're gone and we don't get to talk about some things life. And him cuss one whole heap of bad word and him say up, unpredictably. I just love brother, Mad Dog 6 was one of 3 men whose bullet-riddled bodies were discovered by residents in the middle of the road in Mount Zion on May 13. Another victim has been identified as a famous footballer. Them are Bitter Doman, a former Rossi's high school footballer. Police investigators said that the men were lured to the area and killed by individuals they went to meet. So you know, say it's a friend killing, you understand? So all those who think that committing crime pays, I hope this is a reminder, say there's no honest criminal, because remember, you know, his Mad Dog friend them kill him, you know, and the other 2 youth. So these 3 men were the ones who were supposed to kill Isaiah Leng. So the man them take them out. These 3 men. So these are the killers who were supposed to kill Isaiah Leng. For what? To soothe Vybz Kartel ego. For him to sit in a jail cell and say yes. And then he would try to go further because he's in jail now and he's killing people from there. That's how evil this man is. But yet still he doesn't want any harm to come to his family. And it's really, really sad. But we ain't gonna say R.I.P. Mad Dog. Mad Dog, you live the life you love and you live the life you live. And you're you choose a life of criminality and you boast so many people that you have killed for Vybz Kartel and Chronic Law and even Popcorn. So all these artists, that's why I don't listen to reggae, listen to dancehall, because when you support these artists, you're supporting them and the mayhem of killing and creating carnage, heartache, sadness, emptiness in people's life. I don't know what kind of joy somebody get from all of that. But we are happy to know that Isaiah Leng is alive and well. And based on what we have read right here, these are the 3 men that were supposed to kill Isaiah Leng. And the handlers, doing their thing, just kill them before the cops get to any hole to talk to these men. And it's just one of those days in Jamaica. Welcome to the criminal paradise, Jamaica. Yeah, so the photograph that you're looking at, the 2 men who are in the middle of the photograph, they are 2 police officers. One of them is Constable Hutchinson and the other one is Constable Duncan. Both men are bodyguard for Chronic Law. And they are the ones at times who escort their illegal guns, illegal firearms that they would take on their person. And because they are police officers, police would not, because they are their colleagues, they just allow them to pass through roadblocks and spot check without searching them. because they're the one who they would carry chronic law, illegal firearms with them. Yes, both policemen. They're in the middle. You know, one of them is uses Spears and the other one. So, moving on. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.